The reason why I left was because throughout the years of working with Trisagary from 2007 to 2016, this is a good 9 years. I was a performer, and then I became a demonstrator in the workshops, and then I became an assistant teacher, and then choreographer, co-artistic director, all that stuff. And we were always working with, when it came to performances, we were always working with a certain level of yogis or performers, not necessarily yogis, but people who just had a good handle on a technique, regardless if it was gymnastics, circus, whatever. And so they were always at a certain level because, you know, we had to get a show together really quickly and then go do a performance. But when it came to the workshops, you know, we're working with ordinary people who have jobs and they do yoga like 3 times a week at their studio, and then they do a workshop whenever someone comes to town. So they weren't at that level. But when I was working with in these workshops and co-teaching, I was like, yes, they're not at that level, but there is still the potential there for people to shine, for those who want to, who have that inclination to, ta-da, look at me, you know. And I always felt that. I felt that from very early on. And so that's why I started NCD Yoga Dance School, because yes, as wonderful as it is to work with people at a certain physical level, it is really such an amazing experience when you get quote unquote Susan, who's in her 50s, got her kids, got her job, but yet you give her the platform and the space to take whatever yoga experience she's had and perform it for you. And people just, they come alive. Not that they're dead before, but it's something that it does to them. You see their soul, you see their spirit, and they're unashamed, they're unapologetic, and they're just like, yeah. So that's what NCD Yoga Dance School is about. It's the space for that to happen. I think whatever energy that people are saying they get from me is really the energy I have for what I do. I love what I do. I think I'm so, okay, first of all, I think I'm so lucky, but I would be even luckier if I can really make this sort of successful. Yeah, the energy that you get or that you're receiving from my videos is just, I'm happy. I'm happy I get to do this. So when it comes to my choreography, yes, definitely. You have the set postures that you go through, but then once you get those down, you're like, okay, this happens, after this happens, this happens. Then I go into, you need to feel it as well. There's a story behind it. And this is my story. I give my story, but then I said, but that's my story. Find your own story. Find your own life experience that you can put into the meaning of this. And that gives you the feel to what you're doing.